1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. You want to step in here? Yep. Don't touch. There you go. Just talk.
1 2 levels. 1 2 1 2 1 2. We'll get started in a few minutes. Everybody ready? Good. Good morning, everyone. I'm Justin Mulcahy. It's my honor and privilege to be here today to welcome you to this special announcement as the Anne Arundel County Police Department announces the launch of its state-of-the-art real-time information center here in Millersville. We are joined today by our speakers. We have our County Executive for Anne Arundel County, Mr. Stuart Pittman, our Chief of Police, Amal Awad, and also our RTIC Commander, Lieutenant Brian Carney. We're also joined today by our Chief Administrative Officer, Ms. Christine Anderson. We have special guests from our council. From District 1, Council Member Pete Smith is here. From District 2, we have Council Member Allison Picker. From District 3, we have Council Member Nathan Volke. And from District 4, we have Council Member Julie Hummer. Thank you all for being here. We're also joined, as you can see, by many of our regional public safety partners. We can't do this without them, and we appreciate their collaboration. At this time, I'm going to turn things over to our County Executive, Mr. Stuart Pittman.
Thank you. It was 2 years ago, 2 years minus about a month, I think. I'm looking at the budget process when Chief Awad came to us with the supplemental budget requests that the police department does every year. And this is a list of things that the department would like to do to improve services to the county. And unfortunately, most don't get funded because we usually don't have a whole lot of extra money available for supplemental budget requests. But this one was brand new. We hadn't seen it in previous years. And it was at the very top, which means it was the top priority. And it was for this real-time information center, $1.5 million. And it was like light bulbs going off in the room when they presented this proposal to our budget team, myself, our CAO, the folks that do the initial draft of the budget. We were a yes. I'm not allowed to say yes in those meetings, but I think I told you yes after the meeting to put it into the request. Took it to the county council. The county council was extremely enthusiastic about this. And then we waited while this room got built out, while they brought in the experts that knew how to do this, while they purchased the technology that would be here. And then I got to visit not long ago and see it in operation and see, I think, some of the presentation that you're going to see today. And it is extraordinary the degree to which I think this is going to help not only with the state's attorney to convict, because so much more information is available through this, but for our officers who are out there, often wishing there were more officers out there. It's hard to recruit police officers these days. Wanting to catch the bad folks, the people that they know have just committed a crime. In some cases, before it's even committed. To know that the Real-Time Information Center is looking on these screens and looking at cameras that are in businesses and looking at the camera from the helicopter and looking at body-worn camera information and in real time advising these officers about where they should go, where they've seen the suspect last, and it is an extraordinary asset to them for their own safety and for our ability to protect our residents. So I'm extremely excited about this. I think it's one of the best investments we've made in public safety in a very long time, and look forward to you learning more about it today.
Thank you, Mr. Pittman. At this time, I'll turn it over to Chief Awad for her remarks. Chief.
Thank you, Justin. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you, Mr. Pittman. It was an interesting conversation. Always appreciate your support when we come up with brilliant ideas. I want to thank everyone who's here to join us to announce the public launch of the Anne Arundel County Police Department's state-of-the-art real-time information center and our Community Connect camera sharing program. My name is Amal Awad. I serve as Chief of Police for the Anne Arundel County Police Department here in Maryland. I'm honored to make this announcement today regarding one of, if not the most, and you heard Mr. Pittman say it, prudent investments in technology to date. I thank our elected officials and regional law enforcement partners and also our vendors, the very people who help make this project come to fruition. I can't leave out all the officers who were very much involved in the process as well. Thank you very much. Today would not have been possible without the resolute support of our county leadership, County Executive Pittman and our esteemed county council members who are here with us today. I thank you for your commitment to public safety. We often hear Mr. Pittman say local government. You know, this is the most fundamental form of, obligation to our community. So thank you for the support, Mr. Pittman. And you recognize the value of our real-time information center. As you've stated, this project was funded in Mr. Pittman's FY24 budget. And again, I thank you and the council for the approval. We've also received federal and state grant-funded assistance, affording us the opportunity to expand both technology and equipment. I'd like to personally thank the Governor's Office of Crime Prevention and Policy for the funding they've provided over the past 2 years. And I know Mr. Rich Alban is here in the room with us. Thank you, Rich. It's said that all great things begin with a vision. Well, many individuals have played a vital role in the establishment of the RTIC. Two innovative leaders come to mind. Lieutenant Brian Carney, the commander of the Real-Time Information Center, and our Public Safety Portfolio Manager, Ms. Emily Meadows. Both embraced the vision, they developed the concept, they built the RTIC team, and brought to life what you see here today with their forward thinking and creativity. Innovation truly in action. So thank you both. If I could offer them a round of applause, because this was a huge undertaking, and the entire team. So essentially, the Real-Time Information Center is a hub, consolidated state-of-the-art data hub under one roof, where detectives and analysts examine information from a variety of sources to enhance crime detection, help solve crimes, and conduct predictive analysis to better position us to prevent crimes before they occur. Whether providing officers with critical information prior to their arrival on scene, following up on intelligence to interrupt a threat, or providing key evidence to solve an investigation, the Real-Time Information Center is changing the future of policing, and our patrol officers love it. However, the RTIC does not take the place of actual police officers. Rather, it supplements and enhances the work our officers are already out there performing every day. While we're extremely proud of our RTIC, it's much more than a room with technology. It's an investment in the safety of our police officers, protecting our community, and a demonstration of our commitment to innovation in Anne Arundel County. Since the RTIC entered its testing phase last summer, we've already seen tangible impacts. During the testing phase, we've estimated there have been approximately 200 incidents where the RTIC has either helped officers solve crimes or provided de-escalation in advance of officers' arrival on scene. We know there may be some concerns around privacy. We want you to know the RTIC is not Big Brother. We understand the responsibility that comes with this new technology, and we're committed to maintaining transparency and safeguarding individual rights. Our policies are clear. We will only use camera systems and other technologies available to us for active calls for service, criminal investigations, and public safety threats. Now, for the second piece of today's announcement, our newly launched Community Connect camera sharing program. Community Connect invites residents and businesses to voluntarily share access to their security cameras with the police department. This partnership will allow the RTIC to rapidly expand its reach across the county, helping to solve crimes and deter criminal activity in business and residential communities. For the businesses that choose to opt in, Community Connect provides the ability to share video footage directly with investigators when an incident occurs. The police department will never have access to live residential video camera feeds, only historical video provided by Community Connect registered participants. How does it work? There are a couple of ways. For businesses and residents who only want to register their cameras, our RTIC team will reach out. They'll send you alerts, and when there's an incident, either at your location or nearby, they'll ask you to review the video and then upload that video footage if you so choose. Also, businesses can choose to provide us with their live video feed during an active incident. This real-time access is invaluable during emergencies like active assailant events or violent crimes, enabling a more effective law enforcement response. The camera sharing program improves community engagement, which translates into a safer environment, a safer Anne Arundel County for everyone. For more information, please visit connectannearundel.org or www.aacounty.org/RTIC. That's RTIC. In closing, I could not be more proud of our RTIC team for the time they've invested in creating this space and for the work they dedicate each day to safeguarding Anne Arundel County. I thank you for your commitment. If we could give the team a round of applause. Thank you all. And I'll turn things back over to Mr. Mulcahy.
Thank you, Chief. Well, at this time, I'm going to ask our RTIC commander, Lieutenant Brian Carney, to come forward and really show you what the RTIC is all about. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to actually see it in action when everything comes together, the technology and the resources. So without further ado, Lieutenant Carney is going to come forward, and he's going to narrate a video for you.
Good morning, everyone. As you've heard from the Chief and County Executive, we're deeply committed to investing in the safety and well-being of our community. A key part of that investment is the RTIC, which is where you're standing here today. Today, I want to show you firsthand how the RTIC is making a real difference. It's a vital tool not just for identifying and apprehending suspects, but also for de-escalating potentially dangerous situations, rapidly locating missing or endangered persons, and preventing misidentification, even potentially exonerating people through the power of video evidence. In a moment, we'll be sharing a video that vividly illustrates how this critical resource is having a positive impact on our county. Now let's take a closer look. Before we do, I just have to give you a little disclaimer. So given that the legal proceedings are ongoing, we cannot comment on the specific details of the case beyond what I present today. It's also important to remember that all of the individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. I'll direct your attention to the center screen. All right, this incident occurred on August 27, 2024 at approximately 3:57 p.m. The incident began with a 911 call reporting a stolen vehicle and an assault at a Glen Burnie convenience store. The call is being dispatched now. In a moment, I want you to pay attention to the upper right-hand corner with the suspect getting into the vehicle and stealing it. This gray pickup truck seen here was stolen, and the owner was tragically drugged as he tried to intervene. See that here in a minute. Tries to stop the vehicle. He required medical treatment at an area hospital. The stolen truck fled the scene, eventually crashing into two other vehicles. RTIC staff found a second suspect had also entered the vehicle, which was abandoned near a county building equipped with RTIC cameras. See that here in just a second. Our RTIC team immediately went to work using these cameras to locate the abandoned vehicle and, importantly, begin to identify the suspects. The RTIC team then tracked the suspects as they entered a nearby restaurant. See them going into the restaurant here? While in the restaurant, they changed clothes. You'll see them coming out here in a minute. They're in the center of the screen. See them walking there. Here you can see them wearing new clothes, attempting to disguise themselves. This crucial detail captured by the RTIC proved invaluable for the investigation. With the suspects identified and their location known, our police helicopter was deployed. You're going to see that here in a minute, the video from that. The RTIC team continued to monitor CCTV footage following the suspects until they moved out of camera range. Our helicopter, working in close coordination with the RTIC, quickly located them again, as you see here on the video, as they boarded the light rail train. While this is going on, the RTIC is coordinating with the MTA to hold this light rail train. In addition, real-time information was relayed to the officers on the ground, helping with the investigation. You'll see additional officers will be responding. The train is being held. As the officers arrived, they intercepted the train, and within minutes, both suspects were in custody. As you note, you can see that the arrest occurred without incident, and both were taken into custody. Again, the suspects were arrested and charged. An arrest is not a conviction. These individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in court. You just saw how the RTIC helped deliver a swift and safe resolution by effectively coordinating resources. Without the RTIC's real-time capabilities, reviewing evidence would have been delayed, and the suspects might not have been apprehended. In closing, community trust is essential. It is built on our commitment to privacy, civil liberties, and ethical technology use. We believe technology can empower community protection while upholding those values. As Dr. King wisely stated, the time is always right to do what is right. The principle drives our commitment to justice, safety, and transparency. We utilize technology to safeguard our communities, but never at the expense of fundamental privacy, civil liberties, dignity, and individual rights. I want to leave you today with this. The RTIC invests in our people. Justice, safety, partnerships, and doing what is right to make Anne Arundel County the safest and best place for all. Justin, I turn it over to you for questions and closing remarks.
We'll open it up for questions. I know I gave you guys a fact sheet, so some of those questions will probably be answered on the fact sheet, but if you have anything additional, now's the opportunity for that prior to our ribbon cutting. Anything? Kate, did you have something? Yep.
How would this technology have helped, or did it help, since you said it had been soft launch, in the homicide investigation from last night?
She was asking about the homicide investigation from last night, how this could have assisted. As you know, it's an active case, so I can't get into specifics, but I can tell you the RTIC is a tool that certainly could aid in any criminal investigation that we discussed. So that would be a tool that investigators would certainly utilize if they can to assist them in an investigation, to collect evidence, et cetera, as you saw in that case right there. But again, this is an active case, so I'm not at liberty to get into specifics of last night's homicide, though. Go ahead, John.
The Community Connect camera, you talked about businesses opting in to be able to allow to do that. Are residents allowed to able to do that as well? For that Well, not live. I know that.
Oh, the live feed. No, the Community Connect is for residents to voluntarily sign up to share their video with us. There's no live feed.
I've got a Ring camera with you, and then if there's an incident, you would contact me?
Or any video doorbell system, any surveillance system, absolutely, yes. So you reach out to the web address that I did give everyone, and if you need that again, we'll provide that for you so you have that information. And just, related to your question, ma'am, about how it could have helped with the homicide last night. This is, again, our we've been operating essentially under, a soft launching. So today is our announcement to you all, the community, informing you that you too can participate in a crime fight by registering your cameras. So today is a day of awareness, education for our community, so that they can register their cameras and we can use that information to help us solve crimes. Right now we don't have those access right now, so we're looking forward to our residents signing up.
So the question in reference to homicide, I know we can't get into it because it's an active investigation, but to answer your question, just to go along with your question, sir, if the cameras are registered and you go onto our website, which is back here, www.annearundelconnect.org, you can register your cameras. It will show up on a map for us, and then if there is a crime in an area, we'll be able to see that those cameras are there. We do not, again, have any access to any live video from residential cameras. However, we'll be able to see on a map and then we'll blast out an email saying that this date and time we had an incident occur, and we're requesting any video footage from our community. And then we will determine if that's evidentiary or not at that point.
Maggie?
Is this in any way similar to city stat in the city of Baltimore?
You want to talk about that? Similar to city stat?
Can you clarify a little bit more about city stat?
Are you speaking about their watch center?
Yes.
I mean, you could make some parallels. I think the technology may be a bit different. I've personally sat in their watch center, and I know we toured several departments and looked at how they're operating in terms of either setting up real-time crime centers or a watch center. Baltimore has a robust system. It's similar, but not the same.
In what ways can you elaborate on that?
There are some technologies that we use within our system that Baltimore does not. I know that there are other surrounding jurisdictions that use a system called Fusus, where we're able to communicate with one another. We're in conversation with Baltimore now to see if they will, adopt to that system, but most of our bordering partners do use that software.
Did you have anything, Jeff?
I did. Do you have any access to live body-worn camera footage, or was that just added to show kind of what happened?
You want to answer
Or
how
can you
you guys
actually
are?
monitor, in case your officers need backup or if something's gone wrong, can you see what their body cams are producing instantaneously?
Yes, there's a question was, can we monitor body-worn camera from the RTIC? So the answer is yes. It's for particular incidents where there would be an officer in trouble, a safety issue, and we can go live into the body camera and really functioning as a virtual partner. And we've done that before where maybe an officer is by themselves and they're in a physical struggle, they can't get to the radio, and we're able to go into the body-worn camera and provide very beneficial intelligence to the officers that are responding to the scene, so that way they know what they're walking into when they get there, because they don't know what they know, and basically they get there, they'll have that information.
So was that new with RTIC, or did you limitedly sort of have that capability?
Yeah, so body camera, supervisors have access to the body cam video for only for certain things. Like if someone didn't answer a radio, again, it's a safety. We don't watch our officers' body cam regularly. It's only for if there's a incident where their safety would be in jeopardy and there's a critical call that we would need to have that information. So that ability has been available in the department. However, we brought it to another level with the RTIC. Mm-hmm.
Good, Jeff. Oh, Caroline?
Yeah, how many people does it take to run this on a day-to-day basis? Or whose desk is usually full?
So it's staffed right now during peak hours and in peak times, based on operational needs, and with the goal obviously to expand it. As you see in the fact sheet, we have space for our regional partners. So if there is a large-scale incident or event or additional training or things of that nature, we have space for some of our regional partners to join us as well. So right now it's staffed, based on peak times. Yep. Yep. One more.
Are there plans to partner with the Annapolis Police Department with this effort?
We're certainly open to having discussions with our regional partners. Some of them have taken tours through here, and we're going to have additional tours to give access to some of our other law enforcement, public safety partners throughout the region, and have discussions about that and continue to inform them. And that's part of what today is. It's really educating folks about what it is and what the opportunities are for the region, because we partner and collaborate with our federal, state, and local partners every single day. This is just really a centralized way to do it more efficiently. And so the answer is yes. We absolutely have plans to have discussions with our regional partners about utilization of the RTIC.
I
Yeah.
just want to clarify
Yep.
what's live and what isn't. So it sounds like residents can opt in and you'll know they have video available from these residential addresses. That businesses can do the same, but also give you access to their live video?
That is
And
correct.
if the supervisor deems it necessary, you can access live body-worn camera footage?
You've summarized it in a nutshell. Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Do you always have, can you say, does the business say you can access our live anytime you might need, or do you have to get a hold of the business owner, just punch a button? I know it's in the weeds, but it's kind of a facility.
Once a business gives us authorization to access their live feeds, we receive 911-based information based on a call for service. So it's not like they flip a switch. If an incident occurs at a particular location and we get a call for service at that location, the cameras go live.
Thanks, everybody. All right, we're going to do the ribbon cutting now. The county executive, the chief, and our 3 council members who are here. We're going to set that up, give you guys an opportunity to get that visual. They'll pause for you, and then we'll do the cut.